Yo, what it is, world? It's your boy Jay News, and you are now tuned in to Not Rated Radio, the coolest, dopest podcast in the fucking world. And today, we got a very, very special guest, a first time for the show to be exact. Legendary performer right here, adult entertainer. I'd like to introduce my bro, John Legendary. What's going on, boss?
What's up, man? Everything's well, man. Thanks for having me.
Not a problem, man. Not a problem, man. We gonna dive right into it because I got some questions, bruh. But before we do that, we gonna get into it for all the supporters and new supporters out there. This is a brief summary on who John Legendary is from the start of your career to where you are now.
Yeah. So me, I just started the biz. Got in September. Got into it because it was something that I was very passionate about doing my whole life, and
Okay.
it was one of those dreams where you never think it could actually happen because it's just so way out there. And
Right.
just the opportunity came, and I said, let me take a leap of faith, and then that's how I got into it.
Okay. So where you from?
From Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit, Michigan. All right. I dig that. I dig that.
Over LA is my city number 7.
Okay. So you back and forth from back home to LA, or how's that working out?
LA's home. I've lived in Nashville, Savannah, St. Louis, Austin, Seattle, uh, and yeah, now LA.
Okay. That's what it is, man. I like that. My man out here dreaming and chasing the bag. I dig it. I dig it. So talk a little bit about, getting into the adult entertainment industry. Cause I've always been curious because I've always interviewed females and shit like that, but never actual male performers. So talk a bit about that.
So it was crazy. So I went to college, and I uh, had a lot of sex, and
Hmm.
then my friends and my frat brothers would joke with me and like, "Man, you need to be a porn star." And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever, whatever, whatever." And then as I got older, I got into the hot wife lifestyle, and
Okay.
so that's essentially me, fucking hot wives. Okay,
Got you.
and being in front of the camera as the husband would film me take care of his wife. I was very comfortable, being filmed. And
Got
as
you.
it naturally progressed, I said, well, shit, if I'm very comfortable with a husband watching me fuck his wife, I might have a good chance of being comfortable, fucking porn stars in front of the film and in front of the
Yeah.
camera. And so, it was like in August, I reached out to a agency, OC Modeling, submitted some pictures, and then a week later they gave me a call, and I mean the rest is history.
Okay, yeah, that's that's definitely what it is though. Because I feel like every dude at a young age, is like, man, I just want to fuck hella chick, and get paid for it. But nobody actually, not nobody, but a lot of people don't actually go do it. But it's always interesting and cool to see, like, all right, I think I got this like hoes, like that's hella cool. That's hella cool. But so before within this interview, okay, so talk about a little bit about what you got coming next. What should the people be excited to see, and what should they be able to see in the future coming up forward?
Yeah, so I got this dope project I've been working on called Date Nights. And
Okay.
Nights is essentially me taking out an attractive, female talent
Hmm.
out on a date, and then we come back and have a little fun. And
Gotcha.
I have 2 date nights out now, and I just shot one on Saturday with Kaylee Gunner. And
Okay.
if you're not familiar with her, she's fine as hell, and that's going to be dropping real soon. So that's the work that I produce myself. Okay,
Okay.
and I have some studio work coming out. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I have a shot with a Pure Taboo, which is one of my favorite studios to shoot with, and
Hmm.
that's Boy Girl Girl scene. Okay,
Okay.
that was my actual first studio like sex scene. I've done like blow bangs and extra work, but this was my first time actually having sex. For a big studio.
Okay.
Um, so I'm excited about that one. That and the both of the female talents are really dope, and so it's going to be hot when it comes out. I love the storyline of Taboo, anything Taboo. I love the storylines. It's like shit you not really supposed to do.
Right. Right.
I get to, act, use my acting chops with that. So, I dig that. So, those are some of the things that I got coming out right now.
Okay, that's dope. I can't well, we can't wait to see it, man. You know what I'm saying? So with going with this, so what would you say is better? Doing things independent route like you have been doing some of the production stuff or being, with a studio?
And so, like, I have aspirations of producing, being a producer.
Hmm.
Being my own content, my own, site one day. So for me, it aligns with my personal goals. And
Got
it's
you.
I get to learn the business aspect behind it. Um, and I'm learning how to, hire the talent, hire, the videographer, director, uh, hair and makeup, and locking down the studio, the location. So I'm getting that real hands-on experience with that. Um, and then when you produce your own work, it's almost like you can keep getting that money back. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If someone subscribes to your OnlyFans, or if someone purchases that video on like a mini bits, you get that every time someone purchases it. So you can get money forever on the stuff you produce yourself. Whereas a studio, once you come in and shoot with them that day, and they drop you that cash, I mean, that's all you want to get from that. But the positives is, I mean, you get more exposure, you get in front of a larger audience, and then that's how you start to accumulate a lot more fans.
Okay. So okay, I like how that's broken down. You
Yeah,
said one more time?
pros to cons to both. Yeah,
Got you. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
it's expensive, because you coming out of pocket to pay everyone that's on your set.
Right.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's broken down in a real way.
Yeah, showing up, like what's up? Where y'all need me to be? Where the dick need to be?
I hear that. That's hella funny. Okay, that's cool. Now it says in the notes right here, man, that you was also went to fashion school or had some fashion. Let's talk about that.
I've always done fashion for a while, like designing my own stuff. I like to style and dress pretty good, so I love bow ties. So you can always see me rocking a bow tie in any of my scenes or whatnot, or on like social. So I still got some stuff going on, and I want to once I get this off the ground a little bit more, put more energy back into my fashion stuff. Um,
Mhm,
so I mean, I'm in a lot of different spaces. That I worked in the engineering and manufacturing industry. So yeah,
mhm.
I'm all across the board.
Okay. Now, do you have anything other business ventures that you're tapping into now that seem to get the ball rolling?
No, not yet, man, not yet. Like once I start producing, I think that's going to open up some things,
Mhm.
um, as well as the fashion. But yeah, right now, I mean, everyone's talking about, yeah, you should do a podcast. Like, nope, I believe that to the experts. I will be a guest, but I'm not doing a podcast because, yeah, like that's not my calling. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. I got you.
Who does that? I have a lot of shit to say.
Mhm.
I can say that on someone else's podcast.
No, I I hear you. No, you can say it here too. It's whatever. It's not radio. We accept all, brother. But keeping it going, keeping it going. Okay, so with you coming out here doing your thing with that, what is some other, um, I would necessarily say like other hobbies that you like to do that you can see yourself getting involved with.
Let's see, that's good. So outside of this,
Yeah, the adult entertainment.
I have like 3 degrees. Okay,
Oh shit. Okay.
so I mean, I've worked in like 15 years of corporate America. I've been a VP of companies. Like, yeah, I have a big business background, so I've done a lot with consulting and consulting nonprofits and capacity building projects. I've done like a lot of nerdy type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I can always help like entrepreneurs expand their businesses or nonprofits and any type of projects they're working on. So, I mean, I could do that. But right now, just more so focused on like my, content creation, trying to break into the industry because what I tend to do is once have an idea of something, I give it my all, you know. And so this has like pretty much all my focus because it's hard as hell to like break into the industry, man. Like, like especially when no one knows you, you know. Like I'm,
Yeah.
you know, relative like to everything I've done in my life. You know, I could be considered someone who's like a late bloomer in this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just kind of dedicating a lot of my attention to this.
Okay, I respect that. My man said, "I ain't got nothing else but this going on, dog." I hear that. I was chasing the bag, man. Nah, that's what it is. I respect that.
Then I can, you know what I'm saying, kind of, spread a little bit, um, and because I would do some like that NFT type shit, you know,
Okay,
crypto, but I don't know much about it yet, you know.
got you. That was my next question. I was like, you know a lot about the NFT game because I'm dipping into it,
Yeah,
but it's just like it's still a lot going on. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. So I'm trying to learn of that. So one thing I do want to do is, uh, I go to some very exclusive sex parties. Okay,
Hmm.
and so one day I want to throw like very nice, elegant dinners, but with a
Okay.
very sexy vibe. You know what I'm saying? With like sexy ass people, like in the hills or some shit, and then just have uh, just really elegant dinners where people dress up in, tuxedos and shit and just discuss different topics, but and may have sex afterwards or something like that.
Yeah, I dig that.
I mean, I consider myself a sapiosexual, so I like to get
Hmm.
my mind stimulated first, and then fuck. You know,
Hmm.
if I could host some dinners with other like-minded people, I got a big interest in that.
Okay. Actually, that would be dope. I like the little concept. You know, you like have some dinner first, cool, relax, and then fucking. For real, though. That's dead ass. Now, stepping back into it and stepping a little, on a personal side of things, when you entered the industry, how did your family and friends, go about that? With you making that decision?
Like honestly, like it was almost expected. That's the kind of feeling I got because it's for some reason it's nothing I say that I want to do that surprises motherfuckers these days. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Once
Hmm.
people realize that, oh, he's a bull in a hot wife lifestyle.
Hmm.
He just goes around fucking dudes' wives. That shit took the cake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You couldn't believe that. And so porn was just like the icing on the cake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like really? Wow. But everything's just like just talking till you really do it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yeah, I want to do porn. Until you see a scene, I was like, oh yeah, he's for real. Damn. But
Yeah.
I don't think nobody was ever surprised. Because like I said, my friends been saying they've been calling me a porn star since college. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? But now they're like, damn, he really did that shit. He really wanted to become a professional porn star. So
Hmm.
it's been all love, all love. Yeah,
Oh,
mom don't know yet,
got you. I hear you.
but my dad knows.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Probably too soon for the mom dukes, you know.
Real big into the church.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that's one right there. Yeah, I haven't heard that had that one before with somebody being real big into the church and then all that. Okay, that's gonna be interesting.
I'm like, hey, yeah, that she probably gonna get to know. She ain't gonna learn that one.
Right, I dig that. I dig that. Okay,
I
you said what was that?
have to keep that one close to the chest.
Yeah, take that to the grave. I hear you. Okay, so what now let's stepping into a few more of it before we wrap this up. The name, John Legendary. Talk about it real quick.
Yeah, so for some reason, people think I look like John Legend. You know,
Uh-huh. I can
it's,
see that.
yeah. I mean, it was even so crazy. I was in Colombia, yeah, in Medellin, on a solo trip, and
Mhm,
this little Colombian lady, she thought I was John Legend. We went on a date and everything like that. And she
mhm.
telling me about she dreamed that she's gonna go on a date with John Legend and shit. I take her back to my little villa, and She wants me to sing for her. I can't sing, but I'm trying anyway. She's
Yeah.
buying this shit. You know, I'm eating it up. You know,
Yeah.
and then that was almost like something kind of stuck with me. You know, and then when I was trying to think of a stage name, I was like, shit. Well, people do tend to think I look like John Legend, so let me run with that and just add a John Legendary on that. You know, and that's
So
and my agent, she loved it. So we, you know, and it's an attention grabber. You
yeah.
know, and so that's how I came up with the name.
That's how that story hella funny. He said, "I was going with it." He said, "I couldn't sing, but I was trying."
Hell yeah, man! I can't sing at all.
That is funny, man. Hell yeah. Well, shit, boss, man. It's been a pleasure chopping it up with you. But before we wrap it up, man, I just got one more question, and then we're gonna get into the social media. What is some advice for since you fairly new into the game, you have some background from I guess from the past when you was in college and doing stuff like that. But how would you say, or what would you say to a person that's thinking about doing the porn business, trying to come up in the game? Where should they start first, and so on?
I would say number one is understand your niche and what you could possibly bring that other people can't bring. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's your look, your image, um, how you carry yourself, what's going to differentiate you from someone else. You know what I'm saying? So, really focus on like your branding and just trying to distinguish yourself from all the other pool of folks that's trying to get into the industry or who's already in the industry. So I'm a big believer of branding and finding your niche and trying to have some type of value proposition to the industry. So that's the biggest thing that I would tell anyone who's trying to get into not even porn, just any industry in itself, but specifically the porn is find find your lane, and if it's not a lane there, create your own lane. You know what I'm saying? Create your own lane.
Hey, gems being dropped right there. Y'all stop playing with them, man. We got John Legendary out here.
Yeah, yeah.
Boss man, thank you again, man, for hopping on Not Ready Radio, chopping it up with us, giving a little insight of what you go through and a little bit of the industry. Definitely dope combos, man. And I wish you the best in the future, what you got going on playing. If you have something else, come on to the show, dog. Let's chop it up and let's get it out there. You dig it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All
All right, man. Well, you have a blessed one, man. We'll holler at you over at Not Ready Radio, dog.
right. Peace out.